Hi, guys. Welcome to Transits and Tactics. We are in the Identity Center, to G Center, the home of what they call in human design the magnetic monopole, where everything is sort of spinning around, and this is the higher self center. And it's so interesting. Both gates, the solar transit right now is in gate 46, the gate of determination of the self, very interesting energy. And then being grounded by the earth in gate 25, which is the gate of the spirit of self. So a lot of things about your experience in this transit. So let's start talking about this gate 46. It's interesting because 46 energy is about experiencing this life in the body. So it has to do with the body and senses, through your body and through your senses, and being present as opposed to being too attached to the goals, too attached to the drama in life, and actually, thinking that things just happen by luck, for example, although you might see a lot of interesting things, like a lot of serendipities in the air with this energy. However, it really is all the consequences of all the actions that we've taken. I really truly believe that there's no such thing as just luck. People sometimes mention something, amazing happens, like I got remarried this year, and people are like, oh, you're so lucky you met a man of your dreams again so fast. There is no luck. There is a consequence of actions that we take. And so then we are becoming available to something, or we draw some events and people into our lives. And the quality of those people and events, I think, reflect where we are right now. And sometimes when it feels like, oh, but why this is happening to me, it really is about the lesson you need to learn. I really, really believe that, having gone through so much in the last few years, and just as a witness, So I am really enjoying this energy. This energy is about not in my uh, what I sense, it's really about not to get too serious. And actually, with the gene keys, gene key 46, the shadow state is seriousness. When you are too serious, when you are attached to something and you're not actually experiencing life through your body, through your senses in the now, enough to just get to that state of delight, which is the gift, right? And the lowest expression of this gate, and some of you could really resonate with this week, so watch yourself, is feeling disconnected and like feeling that you don't belong. And when you catch yourself, think about it. Have you been ignoring your physical needs? Because all this negative thinking, and actually, even if you just learn about how the brain works, right? The negative thinking and negative thoughts and feelings are very often connected to your limbic system being undernourished, or, you maybe you haven't been looking after yourself. And I think this is why this energy is very about the body, about your needs, about your physical needs, that lead then to either health problems if you're neglecting yourself, or feeling better and then feeling the joy. It is about the joy. And when you tap into that joy of the present moment, that's when you can sense that serendipity and amazing events can come into your life, or people or opportunities. So I think it's a really exciting time. And then we have this gate 25, and gate 25 again, it's the gate of the spirit of self, and the gene key 25 in its shadow. It has this shadow of constriction. So if you're too attached, too serious, you're too bogged down with this, either your physical not being unwell physically, or just feeling that you don't belong, you will feel this constriction. However, this energy is about trust. And it's about the trust that everything will be okay. And I think that this is so beautiful, how harmoniously we have this energy of experience life in present. Look after yourself. You look after your needs. Don't be too serious. Don't get, dragged into the drama. Don't be attached to the outcome somewhere that, in the past or in the future, all those events. Live in the now and trust that everything will be okay. How wonderful. So we get to embrace whatever we're going through in life. And there's so many things I'm sure Anita's going to talk about this, all these things. We're in the eclipse season. There's a lot of things happening. There've been a few quite challenging transits. So not everyone is in a perfect happy place right now. So this is the energy that comes in and says, okay, let go of all this, overthinking, expectations, whatever you're going through. Try and let go of it and just look after your needs and see what happens when you try and find joy in the now, in this moment. So much amazing energy. Anita, how are you experiencing this?
Yeah, that's a very good point. I love this energy because it's like an inner knowing energy of I'm in the right place at the right time when I'm balanced. It's
Mm.
when it's when we're disconnected that it can be brutal when we're disconnected because we don't know what to commit to. We're struggling to know what we want to do, and we're struggling to know what we love even. So,
Yes.
and it's connected to the gate 29 of the sacral. So, do you want to say something there before I go on?
No, not at all. Yeah, the 29, it's a harmonious gate. So if you do have the 29 in your design, you will be experiencing the channel of discovery, which is
Yeah.
all about embracing the experience. So yes, this is,
Exactly.
yeah,
But you know, the Neptune is the gate 25 is conjunct Neptune in Pisces at the moment as well. There's very much an energy from all the transits that is saying, listen, you need to stay connected in your body to know what you love. You need to stay connected in your body to recognize your dream as opposed to somebody else's idea that you like. And it's time now to bring our dreams into reality. Because the body is what takes the action. We can run around in our head all we like. We can have absolute great fun with our mental gymnastics, but nothing happens until we get our body engaged. And so if you can't get your body to commit, now you can be, you won't, you'll find it hard to get anything done, right? You might be in, now there's two ways this can work. You don't do anything at all, so you're in a freeze, or you're so attached to the way that you're doing things that you get locked in, and then you're surprised when you run into that wall because you haven't been consistently checking in with your inner yes. It's all back to that inner decision strategy. So, with this energy, my husband has it. And honestly, once he decides what he wants to do, it's the most amazing thing I've ever seen. So if you don't have this energy in your chart, borrow it. If you do have it, utilize it correctly by staying connected with your inner yes. But when he gets clear about what he wants to do, literally the universe just rearranges to sort him
you're
out.
saying that he has the 2946 channel of discovery
Yes.
because that's
Yeah.
what it is. It's you say yes to things you're aligned with, and oh my God, the power is with you.
Absolutely. Manifesting happens really quickly. And as you know, we're moving into a time where those big Earth planets that are activating Earth signs at the moment are moving into air and water. It's going to get faster, it's going to get speedier. So if I'm worried and wondering what to commit to, I'm going to very quickly manifest loads of things to worry and not be committed to. Whereas if I can get focused on my yes and trust myself to follow that path, honestly, I've seen him manifest a job within a few days. We've manifested houses and selling houses within minutes. It's like between the two of us, I give the guidance, he takes the action, and between us, like we're golden. It's amazing to see,
Beautiful.
at the same time, reality is, there was one point there, and I don't know did I say this in the last video, but there was one point there where we were backs against the wall, no job, no money, no support, and we had no choice but to stay really focused. I did. I think I said it in the last one, to stay focused on what we wanted. We knew all the other options and possibilities. We didn't choose them and we didn't commit to them. And that's the difference, knowing what to commit to. And when you don't know, commit to that inner yes and commit to that in bringing more joy and vitality into your body because it really does talk. But it just doesn't choose English. That's all. It really does.
That's amazing, guys. Just to qualify, just to really clarify this, if you have the 29, the gate of perseverance in your body, that's a harmonious gate. That's when you're going to have the energy right now and experience that fully. What Anita has described, and it's absolutely fantastic. So go check with your chart after you finished watching this, because it's amazing that we get a chance to tap, even if we don't have the full channel, or whatever is happening there with. I am really loving both of these energies. I don't have any of these. I don't have either of these activations in my, birth chart. Gate 46, the body, and then the 2025, which is the earth, right? Grounding earth, where you're just trusting the universal flow. But I so get this, because every time when I let go of being too attached to what I want, it comes. You're saying yes, but you're trusting. And I know that during the pandemic, that was a very good example. We were selling the house, and then pandemic hit, and of course, everything, like the office is closed. There was like our solicitor's office was closed for months. And we were just at a standstill. We didn't know what's happening. I mean, we're in the rest of the world. And I remember being very grounded with that energy. And it's kind of in a way about this letting go. Yes, this was almost, the dream was just coming true, and baba, and like the whole world had to stop. I felt like the whole world stopped. Will I get that dream? Is it going to happen? And then I distinctly remember letting go of and being attached to this. And I was saying to my late husband, let's just go every day. We'll go to the local harbor. We'll have a cup of coffee, sit there on look out, social distance ourselves from everyone, and we'll just trust, because in the right time, things will happen. And I couldn't believe that then by May, June, people started coming back into work, and our processes just went bam, bam, bam. Estonia, that had its borders closed for several months completely to everyone, opened up. And when we came here, midsummer, there was no even masks. There was like complete, a moment where there was no COVID. It felt like there was no COVID. Of course, it came back there with the second wave. But it was so amazing. And this is what I want for you. If you have this thing, this desire, something you're so attached, a process you're so attached, stepping back and just allowing, trusting everything is okay. Let go of being attached to those limitations, accept them, because you can find joy in the now, whatever it is. For me, it was just having a cup of coffee and looking at that beautiful harbor in that moment, because there's not much else I could do. So there's a few advice, few bits I would like to kind of put out there in terms of marketing and generally in your business, because this energy, when we're dealing with the body, the energy of your wellness, the energy of you feeling joy, just everyday joy, not some sort of lightning bolt thing. It's so important, because when you're unwell, you can't create. When you're unwell, you can't create content. When I'm unwell, I don't want to go do videos. I don't want to go write articles. I don't want to do any of that stuff, because I have no energy, because my personal physical needs are not fulfilled, right? And it's really, really difficult. And of course, then you can feel disconnected, and you can think, what's wrong with me? Well, I don't want to do this. I'm not, I'm not for this. I'm not that kind of person to do videos or to write, or, to show up in my business. But that's not right. It's just that you need to look after yourself a little bit, get that body nurtured first, because the creativity and the inspiration and the joy comes as a result of the nourishment. So look after yourself this week, even if you have to take a break from creating in your business. I'm going to say that to you as a strategist, that you're not going to miss out. But if you feel like this, the first thing I would say, go and think, are you eating well? Do you, like, maybe you need to go and do a checkup on your health to make sure, maybe you need a course of vitamins. We're starting the autumn here in the Northern Hemisphere. So what is happening? Ground yourself. Then other things as well. You can just ground yourself, and try and see, okay, I can accept the limitation. The limitation could be, I have no creativity. I'm not feeling well. I'm feeling overly serious. I'm feeling melancholic. Watch out for all those feelings. This is the shadow working, right? Let's elevate ourselves to the higher frequency. So finding just simple joys, and it's quite easy to do. Gratitude journaling. Gratitude journaling is where to start when you're feeling like this. Small, tiny things, whatever brings you these everyday joys, that is what this energy is about. That's what's going to start energizing you into the next step. It doesn't need to be. I think that our biggest problem is that we're looking for some sort of extreme form of joy, creativity. There's
Mm,
always this kind of like, something needs to change, but we're expecting a complete like magic wand and everything became okay. But the change most of the time is gradual. We don't even notice, and sometimes we don't notice the change, so we sabotage the good that's coming with this change, right? But noticing these small little things is really, really good. And then when you feel that little joy, share, create content out of those small bits of joy in your life, right? So because you can find the way to light your fire. And again, you don't have to be on fire as in completely ecstatic, but you can find yourself to bring into this delight of the now and
mhm.
experiencing like a child, experiencing life with curiosity and delight and happiness. This is what we're called for this week. This is what we're reminded of this week.
Yeah, and if I would to mind adding, don't be surprised if you do feel tired because of the eclipses. So that's where the self-care is really key as well. And don't make it wrong. Don't make it, don't use it as a stick to beat yourself with, we say here in Ireland. But in the business world as well, the energies are there. There you've the energies that are helping you release. So, and there's the energies that are helping you manifest. This is one of the ones. And why we call out the sun energy in these transits is because all the energies are filtered through that one gate. So it's very strong in this moment. And then so the energy, so that I just wanted to say that as an aside, but the energies are saying release your expectations, explore where you might be limiting yourself unnecessarily. Um, and start wondering about how to mirror this inner joy, this inner vitality with how you do work. Make sure that you're contributing dispassionately. You're doing it because you love it and it's not connected to what people think. And I know marketing, yes, it is. No, there's a balance there where you're doing what you do best. And that's what makes people attracted to you.
That's
That's,
true. It's not
you
about what they need to hear per se.
yeah,
Of course, you need to
yeah,
know generally who you're talking to, so you say relevant things to them, but it's not about what they expect to hear from you, and they don't base their decisions on what they expect to hear from you. It's what you have to say. And
yeah.
that is exactly channeling these, the joy, channeling you and your essence through your work. And that's what makes you so attractive. That's the secret to the visibility that is so attractive.
Exactly. And there's two portals this time. We have the eclipse, which started this week, and it goes for 2 weeks. And we have the equinox in the middle of that. So it's not usual for the equinox to be in the middle of an eclipse. So it's like a double cleanse. It's like a deep clean, right, of our work. One is clearing all that needs to go in relation to where we're creating crisis, where we don't need to. The other is saying, right, now here's the energy of balance. You're going to get a lot of downloads, you're going to get a lot of insights. And I would say allow them to land rather than question or edit them straight away. Allow them to unfold for yourself for the next few weeks. What I find is as a 5-1, my guidance is so flippant practical that, it's not wow enough, as Juliet said, it's not wow enough. So I kind of discount it. Oh, that's just from my head. But actually, it isn't. As a 5-1, I will come up with naturally practical solutions to solve all problems. So, it's just fun to see. So don't negate the guidance because it's simple and easy. Actually, consider taking action on the simple and easy and see what happens. You'll be very surprised. Or let us know how that works for you.
Exactly. I love that. And you know what as well? I want to stress this as well, guys, because this is what Anita just said. This is what most people do. They say, this is too simple. But imagine if we came here, for example, let's take this series as an example. So we would, and there's a lot of that happening. We could come here and talk to you about the planets and the cosmos and everything in such abstract terms that you would listen to us, trying to understand, and then the 20 minutes passed, and you're like, what just happened? I don't know. What do I do with this? And that's my problem with most of the kind of spiritual world. Actually, talking about seriousness and this shadow side of gate 46 of gene key 46 is seriousness. And a lot of spirituality is just way too serious. They're way too attached to their little concepts, even in human design. But the truth is that we're here. This is about your own empowerment. This is not about the concept itself. That's only a tool, right? So the practical, the down to earth, here's what you can do. Here's how you can elevate yourself. You're feeling disconnected, go and do some journaling. Simple, practical, do it now advice. This is what we want for you guys. So hope that you enjoy. Let us know. Let us know your feedback. We're always so open to know how these transit videos help you. If you have anything to add, or if you have any questions, there's comments below. Please do let us know. We would love to have a chat with you. So we will see you then in the next transit. And guys, take care for now. Look after yourself. This is the transit for it.